Hello, me everybody, it's MicheleMarieDalene, and it is the 3rd of September. And, now, we're going to talk today some technical stuff, but we also got to talk about some financial stuff. But it's good financial stuff, yay! So let's talk about the good stuff first. I called up, Dory paid me the $100. Actually, she paid me $80 so far. She's going to give me the $20 on Tuesday, which I think is great. Thank you very much, Dory, for showing up with the money. It helps a lot. And we were able to, I wasn't able to deposit in the bank right away because she came kind of late. And bank probably would have been open this morning, but I wasn't awake this morning. I was really tired because I listened to, in part, the 72-hour Donald Trump speech marathon. That's right, 72 hours of Donald Trump speeches. Overall pretty interesting, but, you know, it was a lot of material, and, I actually can fall asleep pretty easy to him. He's not too bad to sleep to. He actually, it makes me, like, remember I told you I sleep easy when I'm happy, so I'm listening to the way he talks, he makes me feel happy, which is one of the reasons why I can fall asleep during a Donald Trump speech when I'm really tired. If I'm really crabby, I'll just put the phone in my lap. It's not because I don't think what he's saying is important. I think what he's saying is extremely important. It's just that it happens to be that my body hears his soothing, calm tone, and yeah, it is calm, especially in the last few months when he's been changing his style. He's kind of calm and cool, collected. The CCCs, yay, calm, cool, and collected. And so I got a good chance to helps me unwind and de-stress to listen to the speeches. But I also am extremely excited because we got a good portion of our bills paid. We just got a few small mites to pay, and I am very happy about that. But that's not the only thing I'm happy about. But I also got to tell you something. Oh, actually, let me. You want to tell them? I'll tell them. Yeah. We ran into a small mite. No shot, not a showstopper. Remember when Michele's original plan was, and then she changed it. Her original plan was to port her home phone over to T-Mobile and keep her cell phone on T-Mobile. Well, because of the new T-Mobile One plan, and Michele was on a family plan that only had 2 phones, if she disconnected Dory's phone upon her request, she would have ended up being stuck in the T-Mobile One plan, and she did not want to be on the T-Mobile One plan because they would have charged her $70 a month, and then they would have said, well, then you also have to pay $5 more because you don't want auto pay, and Michele says, no, it's not worth it. But actually, let me ask you a really question, Michele. The real difference between the T-Mobile One and the non-T-Mobile bill, if you didn't choose auto pay, would be $120. Right, but then they're going to charge me $5 for each line. I don't have auto pay on, so that would have been $130. Yeah, that would have hurt. That would have hurt a lot. And that's without the MiFi. Right, without the MiFi. That's what Michele's paying with the MiFi right now. So she's got her plan that has 6 gigabytes unlimited or 6 gigabytes of high speed on each phone. Plus, she has her 6 gigabytes on her MiFi, which has binge on. I'll have binge on one data stash. Right. So, that would have been a no-brainer. That would have been like, oops. Yep. I see Dory left her Pop Astro here. She did, yeah. Okay, are you going to use the Pop Astro for yourself? It's a bigger screen than the Alcatel One Touch. It's made by the same company. Possibly, yeah. I'm just gonna make sure to clear out her junk out of the phone. Yeah, she didn't really have any memory left on it because she was actually almost everything was on her SD card. So it was really simple to just hand her back her little SD card and say, okay, here's your memory module. It has almost all your pictures, and you have an SD card in the BlackBerry you're not even using. I have a 1 gigabyte in the BlackBerry I'm not using. Yeah, so I could always put that in there if I really want to use an SD card for something. Now, the next thing is it's tentative, so don't get too excited about it, guys. But first of all, I want to talk to the people of First Premier. I got their official bill, and it was the same price as Capital, $113. Okay, now I paid Capital $120 this month. That was a lot of money, trust me. Bye dollars. I'll hope to see you again someday. Yeah, but actually I did pay them off, and I was really happy to see that. So what I'm going to do is let's work on getting let's get the Frontier paid like I promised them, the $80 this month. And then we will get that done. We also have another potential, makes you shrug kind of thing. I got the newest electric bill today in the mail. Came in the post. I looked at it. It was like $70 in change. Okay, and of course I knew it was a $30 credit approximately, right? So I looked at the actual amount of usage. It was like $109. So I'm like, wow. That was just for running an air conditioner and 2 fans, and it was higher than last month. And I was very thankful I had that credit. And Lemmy's like, what I would do? I said, Michelle, why don't you just basically tell First Premier to go suck eggs and just pay the $70 to the electric company, so that you won't have to owe any money to next month for the electric company. Yeah, but you know what? It doesn't work. It does work, but I would have broken a promise to a debt collector I made in good faith. So, no, we're not going there. No. So First Premier is going to be paid on Tuesday. Regardless of if Dory comes through with the other 20, I'll pay him the 80. If for some reason she doesn't come through with the other 20, I'll still give him 60. And I know the normal minimum payments are like $25, so figure double it up and add interest and stuff, and that's how I do. And I think you're doing pretty good overall. So you want to talk about what's going to happen with the home phone now that you got the situation? Oh, these allergies. Yeah, they're bad. I thought it was a cold. It's not. It's allergies. It's autumn coming. I can feel it down into my sinuses. I know what autumn feels like. And I'm sorry, it makes me feel like methamphetamine. Yay! It makes me bounce out the walls. I actually am looking forward to autumn. I really am, because I love autumn. I mean, it's not my favorite, but I still love it. It's cool, the air is crisp, the trees are turning brown. Oh, yeah. I love it. And the grass turns brown, too. I don't mind the grass turning brown. It's just, to me, it's just a wonderful time. I just love autumn. I love it. I love it. Oh, by the way, we are going to be getting ready soon to open the multimedia studio for the year. But you know what? I'll be honest with them. I think you'll agree with me on this. Would be basically the Power Mac G5 in that room, or move it Power Mac G5 into the bedroom. Well, like you explained to Dory, if you move the computer into the bedroom, what's going to happen is it's always was a bit of a challenge to be able to monitor the video and stuff. Yeah. Well, now you can monitor it. So, like, if you're sitting at the little table in the multimedia studio, you can watch everything that's going on. And you don't have to worry about running in the bedroom going, wait a minute, let's see if I can focus. So, well, I got viewfinder on my camera, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay. Another thing is that I personally feel that this year has been, I think right now you're really stoked. I'm stoked. Yeah, I'm stoking. I feel like someone gave me a shot of methamphetamine today. Oh, no, you got up late. Yeah, I did. I got up at 9 o'clock at night. Okay, so actually, in less than a few hours, it's going to be the 4th Sunday. So, alright, so since the T-Mobile bill on the average monthly is like $135 approximately, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to cancel the DSL. I paid them off in full. Isn't that a pity? Aww. Okay, I gotta cancel the home internet because obviously I can't afford to keep it. It's like 100. It's 56. It's 56 a month. I'm not gonna need it anymore. It's kind of like the old grandma from Dunkin' Donuts. Well, I guess I'm not gonna be needing these anymore. Very true. Very true. And so, we're going to work on it. We're going to get everything straightened out with the help of Mother and Father God. I want to say with Mama God, Mother Awesome, thank you very much for your help during these trying and tough times when your daughter screams at you at the top of her lungs and sends giant smoke signals. And I really appreciate that Mother's embrace has been there and been giving me a sense of feeling, a calm, just like with the Donald Trump videos, speeches do, and a sense of calm that he's going to take care of us. I know some people say is, never. Well, that's a big whatever. He's actually made a promise to the American people he's going to fix things. And I think he's going to do it. After all, when he puts his mind to a project, it gets done. Okay. He is a businessman. One of the things I said many years ago we needed is a president who's a businessman in their office instead of a politician who can look at the numbers and the budget. But some president of like a big corporation that can understands big business numbers and big business rules, and so he can actually work on it. And he is that guy. He is that guy. And I have a very strong positive feeling this year. He's going to fix things. And working with the president of Mexico, President Peña Nieto, he's going to work with Mexico as a joint task force to benefit both countries' immigration policies. You see, Mexico doesn't normally run into too many problems from the people from the United States coming into Mexico. But they would have much to gain, too, with a wall if they work together as joint forces. That would be like East and West Germany work together to maintain the Berlin Wall. But wouldn't it have been better financially if both countries helped towards the wall instead of just one? Yeah, I agree. Because you see, what's going on in Mexico is the same problem that we're having in the U.S. You've got all these other people from South and Central America running into Mexico, going into the Mexican countryside, illegal immigrants in their country. And they themselves want to build their own wall. They already are working on a wall design. So if he can understand President Piero, understand exactly what is going on with the American people's concerns about their housing and protecting against illegal immigrants, because he's running into the same thing his country is. So I'm trying to get this president's name right, and if I screw it up, Senor, please have mercy, okay? I don't even speak Spanish, okay? I know a little bit of Spanish from living in Willimantic, but I don't know enough to really hold a conversation with you. Okay, so, Senor Presidente, Peña Nieto, forgive me, okay. Alright, so, anyway, I'm just really happy to see that there's some positive things going on. Now, let's talk about the possible Ask Us Anything. We are working on it. We have to get a few things done first before we can go anywhere with Ask Us Anything. Like Michelle said before, we gotta get another iRig Pre. Once we get to the iRig Pre, we'll be able to interface the iPhone in with our networking software and get connected. But, yeah, there's a but. It's got two big cheeks and it's got a big asshole in the middle. Okay. You don't have to be so gross, do you? Maybe not. Okay. However, that's a little bit less offensive than a butt. Okay. However, it may be a better deal for in-studio work to pick up a hardware-based MP4 video streamer that does RTMP instead of using a software program on the phone. Because of two reasons, and I'm going to be honest when I say they are. Number one, the first problem with doing it on the phone is what most people don't realize is it takes a lot of energy out of the battery. Okay, so you got to keep your phone plugged in, or have an external battery source to keep running your streamer. That sucks. That sucks. Right? So if you want to go there, that's fine. But I think the hardware streamer-based idea is a great idea. Do you have any idea if the streamer is still available, or if it's going to have to be ordered from China? No, I don't know yet. I'm going to have to look that up. Okay. Another thing too is that if the chips are down and we have to use the phone to do it, I would really kind of like to use the live stream program that, even though it does an FLV instead of 8 gram. Because one thing is get a few additional features that I do like. But because it renders it in FLV instead of MP4, my iPhone can't watch it directly, which kind of sucks. If I use the other program if I use the other program, which is called 8 gram, it's a little bit less featuresome, but it still does the 640 by 480 video mode, which is what I usually do anyway for out streaming, because it doesn't take as much bandwidth. I don't know how much it's going to get so excited and try to take up the whole LTE connection if I use the MiFi. But since we got our SIM chip now in the phone itself, and since we have Binge On, we don't have to use our MiFi to stream onto the other wireless. So we can actually just stream directly to T-Mobile. Sounds good. Sounds good to me too. So no problem. And lastly, but not leastly, is I still have no idea if Dory is going to be part of the video. I asked her. She didn't say no. We were thinking about maybe doing it near the end of October. Because I was thinking, why don't I combine it in with a Samhain broadcast at the same time for October 31st. But then she said, well, I'm going to be going to the Primetime House Halloween party. And I said to myself, you know what, that's not a half-assed bad idea. I might go too. The Primetime House has a Halloween party every year for the members to get together. So maybe this year I will go and bring my phone and we will do a live stream. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to answer your phone questions because of the fact is that it would only be streaming outward and not inward. But perhaps if Mother God is so willing, if she wants me to do it this week, we'll find out. My Mommy is always very accurate about that and tells me when things are going to go good and that. Right now, I don't have Mother saying to me, it's a great idea. I'm having her say, well, she's saying wait and see. Okay, so wait and see. Okay, we'll let you know. The weather for the next few days is going to be relatively nice. It's today. I slept through a really nice day. It kind of sucks, but I was really tired, and so I just wanted to sleep in. So she saw trees until 9 o'clock at night. I did. How about how's the weight doing? Not really much difference. I don't think. Good or bad. I think I'm kind of holding my own. I'm not saying I'm losing weight, because I don't think I am. But now that we got some of the stress out, some of the cortisol levels have dropped. Maybe about 3/4 of of the cortisol max. It's up again, some it's like 75% of what it was, the 100. So I'm gonna say is that my cortisols are definitely down. They've come down a lot during this short time, and it feels like getting rid of a painful hangnail. Very interesting comparison. But the bills, yeah. You know what a hangnail is, right? Or a very painful splinter. It hurts a lot. You want to get it out, and it hurt. And once you finally remove the splinter, it's like, oh, that feels so good. It's also like when you haven't gone to the bathroom all day and you finally sit down on the toilet and let it go. Sorry, Dina Minsel. Your song does remind me of constipation. Okay, whatever. It feels good when you finally get rid of all that junk out of your life. Like, feels good. Get that out of me. And yeah, we're gonna work on it. Now, some of you guys are still kind of a thorn in my side. Let me tell you one thing very simply. To the one man who keeps saying horrible things about me, his name is Brian on Google+. Call me a scam artist, know that. I'm not a scam artist at all. I have done many great things for the community. I work with the community. I just told Katie the same thing. Another girl, Katie Anderson. I do a lot of good things for the community. I don't just sit there and I'm not selfish. And I do got an ego to a point. Everybody does, right? So I'm just trying to keep my ego on a very low heat. Okay, I work hard to do what I do, and this is not something I think a lot of people really think about. Is even though this video is boring. Right now, we don't have the money right now to go ahead and get exciting and do unboxings right now. But we're going to be doing unboxings. We're going to be doing demos. And we are going to set up the shop. We are going to get the studio set up. But we are going to get clothes. We are going to do all that. But for right now, at the immediate time, it's not going to happen. Okay? But it's not October yet. I think I'm in Rich's rebate yet. So please bear with us, okay? Now, for those two people who left my subscribership, I understand the reason why you left. I don't even have to ask you why you left. I know the reason. Okay? I admit they have been horrible videos in the last few months. And absolutely positively, very, very depressing. Okay? We're going to try, me and Dory are going to work on that. Dory, by the way, was here this morning. She did not spend the weekend with me. She spent the night with me, but she didn't spend the weekend. So she said she'd come by Tuesday. She likes to spend the night, and then she goes home the next day. So that's because she's got responsibilities to do with back home, and she can't spend days and days and days and days. Sometimes she can. Depends on a variety of factors. So now that we're going to be getting all the phones ported over, not all the phones. No, okay. At this point, Michelle is giving up a buy two get one free deal on a home phone, and going to a cell phone plan that's going to make it a little bit better. Right now, I should still have home phone. Yeah, I do. I still have the home phone right now. I haven't been finished porting yet. But even when it's done, they're still going to have the two other home phones on my plan. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure out what to do with those two other lines. I think you should keep the studio line. I think, we'll see. Okay, we'll see. This, still going to be costing me the same money. $100 for the home phone for the two studio lines. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea. Because we will be using the big phone line here to do the in-studio video. Because it works out pretty good. And, of course, we do got the Hermanine coming up towards the East Coast now. It's not as big of a deal as was Sandy. So there might be some flooding and stuff. They said it may strengthen back into a Category 1. But it's, in one sense, its swath is smaller. I don't know, it's bigger. It's bigger than, no, Sandy was a superstorm, wasn't it? Yeah. This one is, they say, may only affect like 175 miles. So, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, here's another interesting statistic. This is probably the cable company's worst nightmare. The number of people keeping the cable programming packages has dropped extremely. They have lost, 29 million subscribers in the last year. As more and more people are leaving the cable TV programming style and going to independent programming such as Hulu, Netflix, and even Sling TV is not doing as well, or Dish Network for that matter, because of the same problem. The people really kind of feel that it's really too expensive to have these TV packages. I don't particularly blame you. I got a good deal from Frontier. They came to me and said, we could put our cable package on your internet bill, and you would be able to watch for an additional $77 a month. You'll get to watch about a couple hundred TV channels. I'm like, I said, well, I don't really want a couple hundred TV channels. If I was going to get that done, I wanted to just be able to buy a single channel I want, or maybe the few channels I want. Now, Dish Network, by the way, just came up, I want to let you know, they came up with something called, I think it's Flex Pack? Like that, yeah. $39 a month. $39 a month, you get 40 channels. What happens if you don't subscribe to every single channel you want? I mean, see, some people are not heavy into TV. No. Okay. Some people love watching TV. Some people don't care. I kind of would like to be able to watch the debates. I got a feeling I'll be able to get them on my phone. I got a feeling I'm going to be able to get them on YouTube. We'll probably be broadcasting. I'm sure Right Side Broadcasting will cover the debates, because they've got a lot of reasons to cover it. So I guess for the most part is in the month of October there will be some positive changes. Are we going to get a hardware streamer? I don't know yet, okay? I'll look into it. Am I going to buy new clothes? You betcha. That's definite. Michelle needs clothes. I need clothes, I need shoes. She does. These shoes here are physically okay, but they're starting to show signs of abuse and wearing out. I'm talking about the Walmart $10 pair of sneakers. And but my left foot hasn't been hurting anymore. Doris thought maybe I broke my foot. And I said, yeah, I did break my foot. I had a hairline fracture in my left foot. That's one of the reasons why it hurt so bad. And you gotta get your refills, your prescriptions. Yes, I gotta do that Tuesday. And so for those of you who would like to prepare your questions in advance for an Ask Us Anything, we'd love to accept your questions. So why don't you bring them to us? Post them, email them to bichela3@gmail.com. Put in the subject, Ask Us Anything. If you want to prepare your questions in advance, we'd like to have that anyway. It makes it a lot easier to pre-screen them because some of the questions are all the same. So, they might be the same. So that way, instead of having 15 questions of the same thing, I can just answer the one and answer everybody's questions. And lastly enough is, given a few people have already demonstrated to me and Google Plus that they are really not as nice as they could be. I don't want to get into a situation where we get asked a question that we can't answer on live telephone. I actually like to see you get stuck with that because I think it'd be kind of funny to see how you recover if somebody asks you a stupid question on the phone. Really? I think Michelle would recover with grace. Honestly, I think she would just kind of bounce back like a, like a cactus, in once it finally gets the summer rains, like. Yeah, well, cactus got sharp little spines and needles on it, where I don't have those, and it's not designed. That's true. Very true. Michelle is, of course, is definitely very flexible. She's like a Chase, she's like Chase Manhattan, more like the form of a piece of rubber that's sort of stretchy, flexible. Yeah, definitely. And we'll see what happens. And for now, let me ask you one more question, and we'll wrap it up. Okay, now, do you think that by middle of October, all the debts, any remaining bills that have been kind of deferred or is kind of late, if those things are going to be painful? Yes. Absolutely. We are going to have our bills paid in full. We are going to have our finances are going to be good. And we are going to be able to invest in several pieces of either hardware for the studio or some backdrops, or at least a new iRig Pre and a microphone and cords. I need cords anyway. And maybe even a second camera. Just to have a second in-studio. We have two others that they're in TSA. Oh, yeah, and you have to go through the converter with them. Right. And they're not that great. Anyway, they kind of suck. But yes, we do have two other cameras, but they're not the best. When they were made brand new, originally, Panasonic CP234 and the Black and White 314 were nice cameras, and they are, but they are, unfortunately, very lower resolution than the Chinese-made 700 TVL camera that we're using right here. So I definitely think that I would rather invest in other gear. Mm-hmm. And of course, the lapel microphone that goes right here. And this really is not a good top for a lapel microphone. Yeah, I could put it right. You could put it right here. I could put it right here. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Microphone, look, kind of clips onto your neck or your clothes. I don't know how good it is for preventing rustling of fabric. Well, put a windscreen on it too. Yeah, it'll be better, and somebody will get more of me and less background. But right now in this room, it's not too bad. So, it's $100 for a shirt SM11. So, and it's got the XLR plug on it, so I can plug right into my existing equipment, which is really important to do and makes my life a lot easier. That lapel microphone would work out great in SIP kitchen videos. Yes. Okay. Alright, guys, so that's it for now. We will see you soon. Happy Labor Day. We'll see each other at least on Monday, maybe Tuesday. Maybe. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.